Mic check, checkity check, 1, 2. I do see some green here. Let's go. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is having a phenomenal morning. I need to get some settings here going, but we will be hopping on and taking a look at what is going to happen, what has happened over London and Asia. And we will see what we can find for today. Okay, so again, it's over to the charts for this morning. I hope everyone had a great morning. Good to see everyone, and we'll get going. So no major items today, but as you all mentioned, as you all saw during weekly prep, you saw where my bias was. I'm not going to rehash that too much, but if we look at the weekly charts, it's a little bit obvious to me. So something I'm going to check first. I need to go move some of my Asia ranges here. Ooh, that's a really large range. Gosh, that is 1750 down to 17450. That's a 100-point range. My goodness. Okay. Well, that makes things a little bit more difficult. Oh well, let's check it out either way. So let's see one thing here. And I need to look at one other chart. Just give me one moment here. There is my indicators. Let's see. Let's add one here from 4 till 8. Okay, here we go. That's what I want. Okay, so let's shift this. We don't know what our draw is just yet. Hey, good morning, Void. How you doing? Good to see you. How's your weekend? You have a good weekend? Okay. All right, so okay, let's get to charting. All right, so something that is interesting to me is this buy side liquidity up here. So I'm gonna mark this one. I like let's reuse this one here, but now we can make use of this here. So I want to target potentially this rejection block here. But this high being 17,631.25. That I think is interesting for today. So I like that. And obviously there's this buy side liquidity as well, but let me take a look. Previous month's high could still refer to that, I suppose. So right now we're nearing the end of January. Void, I would like to thank you. In the last part of Friday live stream, you talked about your journey. It was insightful and real about trading journey. Yeah, that it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Some ups and downs for sure. And I understand that this is a long process, but we're gonna get there. Yeah, weekend was good. weekend was really good. My wife's away, so I had to kind of like create my own little breakfast here. So we've got some fruit, some berries here, and then some eggs and kale. Can't really see that as well, but some eggs and kale. Something to fuel the day this morning, you know. But overall, good weekend. Hey, good morning, MSD. Good morning, Clarity. Good to see everybody. Okay, so as you all know, my weekly draw on liquidity is back down into this weekly. These orange lines are weekly levels. I won't go into super big detail, but my draw is down into this area for this week. Considering that last week we took out a monthly high. Now, I could be wrong. It could just continue ripping, and this could be the little dip for this week. But we have 4 days worth of landmines, right? We have so much happening this week that I'm not confident taking this to the buy side with ADP non-farm employment, an FOMC on Wednesday, Tuesday, JOLTS openings, Wednesday, FOMC, Thursday, unemployment claims, Friday, ADP, non-farm employment, or sorry, actually NFP and unemployment, you know, in general, right? So this non-farm payroll, there's so many volatile things that can happen this week. They're going to jack people left and right, up and down. So what I am looking at, and I see today, where's my Asia range? Let me draw this one out. Let me take a look at this here. Is that big enough? Let's see. This probably is big enough. I should be able to just take the central bank dealers range, huh? That's too big. Asia's range is also too big. 500 to 550. Ugh. These are really big ranges. Okay, so I'll have to do some homework after today, but from a projection perspective today, I'm expecting some movement up to this high. I'd like to see us move above there. I do see a little bit of a gap form in post London, but we do see that during London we had the silver bullet that reached from 17,541 up till 17,589 roughly. So about 40-50 handles on a Monday. Asia range ran from 17,450 to 17,550. So Asia's range actually ran larger. So what are we going to look for today? Well, I'm going to look for signatures which allow me to take this higher to attack these relative equal highs. You can kind of see how this looks really suspect right there, right? And also this right above it. I don't know if we're going to hit this, but 17,651 as well. So both of those I'm deeming as potential targets, but 17,631, I do believe we're going to hit that at some point. Now, how do we hit that? What can we do to get there? Notice how we did reject quickly off of that previous monthly high. So remains to be seen because this was a sell side imbalance here. Displacement. New week opening gap. Bounced, took out some lows there, and is now heading higher to take out buy-side liquidity, in my opinion. Yes, it took out a short-term or lower time frame buy-side liquidity, but I think this is going to be ran today. Let me do one thing. Let me set up my trade copier. Trade copier. Let's go lead accounts. Each of my performance accounts will trade to trade to sim. We're going to live trade today. But I'm going to teach it to you with the regards of a sim account. So on micro NASDAQ, okay, I need to duplicate this 5 times in case I trade on any one of these accounts. Duplicate 49, 3, and duplicate once more. Okay, great. So any trades that I take, while they will show as sim, this is how I'm getting around the whole, my trades aren't, you know, I'm not a trading professional. I am not a trading professional, so do not follow my trades. You can and will lose money. But if you were to follow my sentiment, then you'll look for similar things that I look for. So, okay, let's go back to the 1 minute though, or 5 minute, 15-minute charts. So here we see that we took out sell side liquidity currently. And in fact, you can use an hourly chart for that, but we can note that we have seen sell side liquidity taken out here. And we saw displacement higher above a short-term high, bullish order block, fair value gap. Notice that this fair value gap was not traded to, but it was traded almost. Let's see, low 17,524, 17,524. So technically it was traded to, right? So we have this hourly fair value gap that we are looking for within discount. Do I expect it to head down there? No, I think it would maybe target this